Peter Collier has worn several hats in the harness racing industry, but the one which sits most easily is that of harness racing historian. You've got a love of days gone by, Peter.
Certainly have, Marshall. Yeah, I love the history of the sport, and it's so important. I think we need to preserve as much as we can.
And you're preserving a lot of it through photos at the moment.
Yes, yeah, I've got a collection of about 4,000 photos, which I've acquired over the years and just love doing it, plus probably 1,500, 2,000 race books.
And you go back to way back when?
I've got photos back to about 1920 of the harness racing, all over New South Wales and Victoria and different states. But yeah, right back through there. I've got Harold Park race books back to 1910, which is the oldest one I've got.
And you've morphed, of course, from that love of history into that of a published author in harness racing.
Yeah, I've just finished. Last year I wrote a book on Manaroa, which was launched in May and won an Australian award, which I was very happy to receive.
The Ugly Duckling.
Certainly is, yes. Yeah, no, it's a great story, and I had great pleasure of writing the book with Neville Hargraves, sitting there for hours talking to Neville about it, and it was a great story. A couple more books in the pipeline as well. Yeah, look, I've got one on Harness Racing Heroes, which I've been working on for a while, which has got some stories on Joe Ilsley and Bert Alley and co, and Denny Burns, and Steve Weston that died, and a few others, and then also researching on closed tracks around Sydney. So hopefully there'll be a couple of books in the next 12 or 18 months. And administratively, you've had a long career, Chief Executive Officer of the Bathurst, Shepparton and Hamilton Harness Racing Clubs. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I worked at Harness Racing Victoria for 5 years and then got the job at Shepparton, which I was there for 4 years, and when the new track was built at Shepparton, which I had great pleasure in that. And then I moved to Bathurst, and then after Bathurst I went back to Victoria, and I was at Hamilton when they built the new track at Hamilton. So yeah, no, enjoyable there. I enjoy the administration side, and it's always a bit of fun. You always get to meet some lovely people. Peter Collier is a lover of history and a lover of nostalgia, but you know, Pete, nostalgia just ain't what it used to be. No, it's not. It's changed a lot in recent years. I mean, I've been following the sport for 45 years, and it has changed a lot. But yeah, no, back here at Goulburn it's beautiful. It's all changed to what it was. I can remember 40 years ago, my grandmother used to live across the road up on the top of the hill, and yeah, this whole place has changed, all for the better, and it's beautiful here now.